Megan, and believe it or not, I am back with another makeup declutter. I just can't stop. I can't stop, and I won't stop, and honestly, doing this whole experiment of just using the products in my makeup bag for the month of August has genuinely changed my life, and I don't feel tempted to buy makeup at all anymore because I just like what I like, and I'm not too interested in changing it up every day anymore, and I don't even wear makeup every day anymore, especially it's so hot and our power just went out actually, so we have no air conditioning, and yeah, so not great. I was ready to part ways with a lot more stuff, and they were things kind of like stragglers that I was kind of thinking about getting rid of initially in my first 2 rounds, and then I just snapped, got rid of more stuff. There's still some things that now I'm thinking about getting rid of, but it would be like pretty extreme if I got rid of more stuff, but like I just feel like I have so much, I'm never gonna be able to use up even the minimal stuff that I have left, and I kind of just want to have only my makeup bag now, which, yeah, who knows what'll happen. But I also wanted to mention to you guys an exclusive sale that you can take part in this weekend with PATCHOLOGY, and I am so excited because it's not makeup, which is great, and it is stuff that I use all the time, especially their breakout box. Everyone needs this. I'm not even kidding you. Everyone needs this, man, woman, and child. If you have like pimples or clogged pores or anything, you could benefit from this. And starting today, you can get 25% off of their entire website using my affiliate code MEG25, and so you can pick up all of your favorite things, all the things you've been wanting to try, and all of it will be 25% off. And this is really cool because it's a preview of their friends and family sale, so we're like their best friends basically, since we get first access. So thank you so much to PATCHOLOGY for having this code for my subscribers, and let me know if you guys pick anything up. Obviously you need the breakout box. You also need the Best Foot Forward foot mask. Again, every person could benefit from this. It is just the best way to pamper yourself, and I feel like at the tail end of the summer you probably want and need some TLC to your feet if you have been barefoot at the beach or like whatever, and like seriously, we all need some love on our feet. So definitely get the Best Foot Forward foot mask. They also have the Perfect 10 hand mask, and so that's nice like if you're doing a like spa day at home, do the foot mask, do the hand mask. Oh my gosh. And obviously do a sheet mask. So my favorites are their Hydrate flash mask for hydration, the Good Fight, or if your skin is just irritated, and then kind of a hydrating and fun one are their Rosé sheet masks. They smell like strawberries and they're super hydrating. So you can get all that stuff and more for 25% off on the PATCHOLOGY website. I will have everything linked down below and my affiliate code, and I really appreciate if you guys shop during this pre-friends and family sale. I sincerely appreciate any purchases you guys make using my affiliate code, since it does help to support my channel and helps me keep producing content for you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into the declutter, because I think you'll be pretty shocked at what I'm getting rid of. This is totally shocking to me that I was able to get rid of more and narrow down my collection even more by quite a considerable amount, and doing this project this month with just using the makeup in my makeup bag, it has been really eye-opening already, and I have just realized I don't need that many options, and these are things that I don't reach for very much. If I do reach for them, it's because I'm forcing myself to reach for them, and I would just rather have a minimal amount of product so that I am not neglecting things and forcing myself to use other things. Like, all of these products are good, they're just not my favorites, so that is why I have decided to part ways with them. Some of these I am going to be passing on to friends and family. Some I'm going to sell on my Mercari, so check that out if you're interested in anything or perfume and things like that. I have a bunch of stuff listed on there, and so I'm just gonna go kind of at random, starting with some of the most shocking things. So this Pat McGrath Quad is the Voyeuristic Vixen. I purchased this for my birthday, and I don't even think I got around to showing you guys this, but it's just a lot more warm tone than I expected. I thought this taupe would be just more cool tone, I guess. So I just don't need this palette, and I am able to return it at Sephora, so I'm going to get that money back. This Tom Ford Quad is a really great, like, basic palette. This is the Mink Mirage, and so it's all mattes in neutral colors, which is very convenient and very, like, utilitarian, but I have these colors many times over, and I just don't reach for this that much. So I'm going to part ways with this little beauty. This was really shocking that I decided to get rid of this. This is the Stiletto palette from Marc Jacobs. I especially love that like really sparkly purple color, but in swatching some of my other palettes, I actually have that color in other things, and the rest of these colors are really pretty, but I never used this palette because it was limited edition, and yeah, so, and I don't like the long Marc Jacobs packaging of their palettes. I hope when they do their, like, rebranding or whatever, they switch that up, because I just find this incredibly annoying to store. So that is why I'm getting rid of this Tower 28 cream product. I have the Magic Hour blush and the cream bronzer in West Coast. I really love these products, but I've just realized I don't prefer, like, cream products. Like, I don't really reach for cream products that are in, like, a pan. I like my Charlotte Tilbury ones that are in, like, a pen style, and the Nars liquid blush in a pump, but these I just don't really use, and I haven't used too much of them, so I feel like I could still pass them on and someone could get really good use out of those. Same with the Danessa Myricks Duet. This is an incredible, like, completely clear cream highlighter. I don't even know how to describe it. It is literally like adding gloss to your face, but with no stickiness, and this is just amazing, but I never ever use it, so those I'm gonna pass on. I'm also going to get rid of my last few candy paints from Half Caked. Same thing here, they're really great, but I just don't reach for cream products. This is a newer product that I got in PR from Ofra that I really like. It's a contour, highlight, and bronzer palette. I especially like the contour, which is in the shade Key West, I believe. If they sold that by itself, I would definitely get that, but I just don't use enough bronzer and highlighter to justify having multiple different ones, so I just have other ones that I prefer more than this, and so I'm going to pass this along. This is actually going to be a throw out. This is my Nars Sin Blush. I've had this for many years, and it just is kind of weird on the top, like it's a little bit bumpy, and I don't know. I didn't even use this last year during the fall when I normally do, so I think it's just time for me to say goodbye to this, but I do think that this is a really pretty fall blush color. I'm getting rid of most of my other like Sydney Grace cream shadows. I kept Glory because that's my absolute favorite one, but the rest of these I just, oh my god, what is that? Is that like mold? Like, okay, that's freaking me out. Like that has like a lot of dark shit in it. Ew, okay. Maybe I will have to get rid of my other ones? I don't know. That really freaked me out. And then this Stila one, I just never use that, so I don't think cream products are for me, especially where I can't, I don't know. That just really freaked me out. Okay, moving on. Okay, some like foundation products. I love L'Oreal Infallible Foundation, but I just really don't wear it. Like, I don't wear foundation right now, and I really don't see myself going back to wearing full faces of foundation. And this never has matched me perfectly, so I always have had to really make this color work, even though it's the lightest shade, so I'm going to pass that on. This is one of my best discoveries of all time, the Herborian CC Red Correct. This is practically a full bottle, but again, I just am not really wearing full faces of makeup, and even though this is just like a tinted moisturizer, it has pretty good coverage, which is why I always liked it, but I just don't really see myself reaching for this, so I'm going to pass that on. This Benefit Boing Concealer, I got these in PR in a few shades. This was the last shade I was hanging on to, but I just prefer my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, so I'm just going to keep using that. Other palettes, this one really shocked me because I've loved this for so long, the Patrick Starr Glam AF palette. This is just a very, like, nice, neutral, no fuss palette. But it's pretty smoky actually, because it doesn't have kind of a later transition color. So I really don't use this palette that much, even though I love it. So I'm going to part ways with that. This MAC Quad I like created myself. I didn't even use these top two colors, but I just don't need this. Like, I have these colors other than like the coral, which I never wear anyway, so I'm going to pass that on. The Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop, this is such a great neutral palette, but if I am going to reach for a neutral palette in my collection, it's going to be the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I just don't reach for this because I have the Glam, and it's not that they're perfectly dupes, but they're really similar color stories, so I'd rather someone else get use out of that. Same with the Boudoir Noir palette. This is a gorgeous array of colors, but I just have like bad memories with this palette, even though it's really pretty, so I'm going to let that one go. This one, I'm kind of on the fence, but really I'm not. This is the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. One of my subbies, Regina, gave this to me so generously, and it is such a beautiful palette, but I just don't use these colors. I just never do, and part of me wants to keep this because there are some really pretty like mattes, especially in here, so this one I might hang on to. I think this would be one of the only ones that I wouldn't necessarily regret, but when I want that kind of like bronzy reddish look, this is what I always reach for, and I don't want that look very much, but I do really like this palette for it, so I think I just talked myself into keeping this one. And then finally for eyeshadow palettes, this Thumper palette is really pretty and I love that green, but I just don't need it. I don't reach for it that much, and yeah, so I'm getting rid of that. There are a few singles that are just very similar to other things I have. These two MAC singles in Satin Taupe, and this is Tide and Seek. They don't look like identical in the pan, but they pretty much are on the eyes. And I swatched MAC Satin Taupe, the taupe from the Natasha Denona Glam palette, and the taupe from Dior Soft Cashmere, and they were all almost identical. Like, they were basically 90% dupes of each other, which is close enough for me. So I have at least 2 more versions of this, so I'm gonna let these 2 go. 2 lip liners that I'm surprised I'm getting rid of are the Chanel Nude, or what is this color? Oh, Beige Naturel 156. This is just so light. It doesn't do what I want a lip liner to do. So I've only used this a few times, so I think I'll be able to sell that to someone. And then the Lancome Bronzelle. This is just warm tone compared to what I prefer. So I'm going to let go of those. And then I have some eyeliners I just really never use. And then some lip products. I think the most shocking are the Pat McGrath. This is in Donatella. This is just really close to some of my other shades, and it will take so long to use up the minimal lip products that I kept. I'll never be able to use them all up, let alone if I kept more, so I'd rather just pass that on. I have 2 like drugstore products I really like but I don't prefer. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in Lead the Way. This is a really pretty and easy to use like crayon style lip product, so I really like that, but I won't miss it. And then this L'Oreal Color Reshine is just in a really pink color that I never use, so I just kept the colors I do use. This is a major shocker to me. This is the Ysl Tintin Oil in Cherry My Cherie. I used up at least one of these, and when they discontinued this, I repurchased this color, and I bought at least like 2 others, and I have one in my purse, but this color is just so vibrant. Like, it's literally the color of their label, and I just don't wear colors like that. So, and it's pretty old if I'm being honest, so I'm going to part ways with that, and I think that's everything, you guys. So I only talked myself into keeping one thing, and then the rest of this I'm going to find new homes for, and it just feels better getting rid of things that I know I won't be able to use. Like, I might get to use each of these things like once or twice a quarter, but I won't be able to use them enough to justify keeping it. Like, I just have such a different mindset about keeping makeup now, and yeah, so this is what I am getting rid of, and I hope that whoever ends up getting it really likes it. Some of it I'm gonna throw out, like stuff that's pretty old, but there are things that are relatively new that I can pass on or sell. I just can't believe it. I can't believe I want to get rid of this stuff. I can't believe I'm at this point in my life where less is honestly more. I wish I could get rid of everything, but I just can't, because even though I'm kind of like an obsessive declutterer, I do have the fear of what if I need that stuff again for certain things. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup declutter round 3 in the past few months, and there might be a part 4 coming. I just have to get a little more brave and a little more crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you want to use my code MEG25 on the Patchology website, you can save 25% off from today through September 1st as a pre-friends and family sale for their BFFs like us. So I hope you guys are all doing super well. Thank you so much for being here and watching, and I'll see you really soon. Bye!